have been with me for a couple of weeks. I've been going on about the 14th of December. 14th of December, sort of saying this, you know, there's a lot of energy behind this. We know solar eclipse, we know what's going on at the moment. Okay, no, they don't. Okay, fine, thank you. And we know stuff is going on with the planets, and we know for the astrology part, there's stuff going on for you individually. And I also want to say that there's stuff going on for you, yes, individually. I'm channeling. So for those who don't know what's going on, bear with me. So what's happening is, okay, there's stuff going on. So let me go back, thank you. If you imagine, for those who don't understand about planets, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not an astrologer. I don't know a great deal about them. But when I sat down with Spirit tonight and over the last couple of weeks, this is how they told me maybe to explain it to some of you and also to myself to make it make sense. So this is what they said to me. If you imagine that you're at a party and there's a number of people there, and if you imagine when you're at a party, many people and the role that they play, they have different types of personalities, and being with different people around them, it fires off different parts of the personality. Just go with it. And what they said to me, it's a bit like the planets. Each planet has a personality. So imagine if you're going to the party or you walk into this room and you have people in different positions within the room. So somebody in the corner, somebody by the side there, a couple of clusters here. They're going to create an atmosphere. I don't know where they're going with this. So if you imagine like the planets where they're mounted within the universe, oh hang on, they just said there are many more, but we aren't aware of them. If you imagine with the planets and how they're just within this room, imagine as you go into a party, as you go into this room, we have individual people, and it's very similar to the planets. They're like individual, and each planet has a personality, just like if you walked into a party and each person has their own personality. Now imagine each person, as we know, sends out a frequency, an energy wave, or part of their personality comes out into the party. So if you went to speak to one person, and say for instance they're a quiet person, and how you would be with that individual, how you would interact, how you would be communicating with that individual, okay? And then say for instance we then said goodbye, thank you very much, and say for instance they moved around almost like musical chairs, and then another person came and stood in front of you and you started having a conversation, and again they had their own personality. What if that person was very outspoken, very loud, whatever? Now this is what they're saying to me. I don't know why they're saying it this way, but it's a bit like the planets. If you was in a room and you can imagine the planet, and now they're going, if you was in the universe and you stood there and you was within the universe and each of the planets moved around you like they do with your houses, as they do with the 12th house, 11th house, 10th house, whatever. They know I don't know a great deal about astrology, but this is what they're showing me. They're going very basic here. So if you imagine that with the planets and each of their personalities and what that personality comes in at and what they bring with their personality, it's going to affect each and every one of you in a very different way. It's going to, how you respond, how you interact with that planet is going to be very different. So all the star signs, all the zodiac signs, how you're going to interact at this particular time, at this particular moment, you're going to interact very differently because of what's going on for you in your lives, and also where that particular planet will be within whatever house is in your chart. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, thank you. So what they're saying to me at the moment, the shift within the planets of how they're moving around so far away from you, but it's affecting your energy streams, affecting what's going on for you as an individual. And if we think of you as an individual person, everything they're just saying, all your baggage as well comes with it, and how it's going to affect the zodiac sign, also where you have that particular planet within your house, your zodiac star signs within your body. Okay, thank you. So there's that. And we'll take questions in a moment. So there's that. Now, with going on at the moment with the positions of the planet, and also the moon being part of the party, and where the position of the moon is, again, it's going to affect you. It's going to have that effect upon how you're absorbing, how you're taking things on at the moment, and how you're feeling emotionally as well. Now, you have to remember that, so put that to one side. Now, the other thing what I'm being told about this moment is they want you to remember something. What's happening for you at any particular time with the nature going on around you? Nature is demonstrating to you where you should be within yourself at any given time. I.e., for some people, in different parts of the world, we know it's very different, but wherever you are in the world, to work with the energy. We know some people enjoy being quiet and taking this time. This is a great time to be on the sofa. In the UK, it's dark here at the moment. We're going through winter, and we know for some people it's ideal that they like that type of weather, the log fires, the time to pamper yourself, the candles, and etc. And there are some people that are finding it a little bit trickier at the moment, that maybe the light is affecting them, maybe how they're feeling of the waves of the energy. Now, what they're saying is very clearly, and what I'm hearing very clearly, now I don't know why they're speaking to me in this way, but what they're saying is, if you think of the moment in the UK and how dark it is, and how you're feeling, and how much emotions have been coming up for you, and where you are in yourself at this particular time, then take note. Look at nature around you. If there are no leaves on the trees waving, I know there's some types of trees that do have leaves, but they're going like this with the trees, and they're not out in full bloom at the moment, maybe that's something some of you should look at for yourselves. Maybe it's that time to calm in on yourself, conserve your energy, have that time. If you look at the animals, they're saying very clearly, if you look at the animals, there are some animals that have hibernated, some animals that are resting, some animals that are sleeping because they know they're recharging themselves at this particular time. So working with nature, this is very clear from guides at the moment who are guiding me, that working with nature, if you look around wherever you are in the world, what's going on around you, is to take note. Look at certain animals who you can resonate with, what you would feel that would be beneficial for yourselves, because many of you are, and what they're saying is beating yourself up to some extent, feeling that you should be doing more, feeling that you should be more proactive, feeling that stuff is going on around you. But what they're saying is, very much so, it's been a period of time where it's time for you to take stock, time for you to look at what's going on for you, time for you to rest. Now, depending on types that you are and where you are in the world, this is different for many different people. Okay, thank you. Now, they're telling me very loud and clear that this particular time, the 14th of December, it's like the portal. It's like there's an opportunity for you to use the energy. So what they're showing me is a door, and they're showing me the light around the door. So almost the door is ajar, ready to open up, ready to say, come on, you can come through it. And it's with the expectations there is change ahead, okay? So what they're saying is, it's like looking forward, because there's a massive shift coming your way. If you want to embrace it, if you want to ride that surf, if you want to move forward, if you want to take advantage of it to move forward, you can. But what they also want you to do is, they're showing me all these things, if you also want to do it this time, is to look at what has served you for this year, what has been happening to you, what's been going on, what's been showing to you, what's happened for you throughout the whole year, and have a look at what no longer serves you and how you want to move forward into the future. So, okay, thank you.